It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and pepper, heavy tea up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack, Mr. Magic Molly Mark. I let my tape rock to my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock.
Hello and welcome to Revolt Radio. Today's interview is very unique, given that our artist mixes hip-hop with classical music. Imagine Vivaldi with Biggie Smalls. Emily Wells is an artist that has proven the passion in music and is definitely making a real name for herself in the real music industry. We have her live via Skype from the US to talk more about her newest work, how she started, and how she thinks about commercial radios. Emily, are you there?
Hello, I'm here.
Hey, good to have you from Revolt Radio listeners. Again, thanks a lot for making this happen. It really means a lot to me. You're a very, very special artist, and I want the people, especially in the Middle East, to know how much talented you are.
Thank you so much. My pleasure.
Okay. For those who don't know, right, who is Emily Wells?
Well, I am kind of obsessed with making music and sounds and playing instruments and learning instruments, and so this probably makes me difficult to talk to. No, I don't know.
No, I don't think so. On the contrary, I think it makes people reach out easier to you. You have the way when you sing, especially like we're gonna get into that, like Juicy for Biggie Smalls. Oh man, it's amazing. It's just awesome the way you perform. So no, I think on the contrary, I think you're very talented. I'm one of the people that just adore your work. I hope I can introduce your music to, like I said, to the Middle East people here. So, hey, yeah. So I know that you got into violin when you saw the artist Midori performing on Johnny Carson one day, right? And you were 4 years old.
Yeah, a little.
Wow.
Wee little thing.
Yeah. Man, that's amazing. And tell me more about that moment. I mean, you were 4 years old. You looked at the TV. Johnny Carson, Midori was playing, and all of a sudden, boom! I just want to be a violin.
Pretty much, I was just so inspired by it, and I thought it was so beautiful. So, and I thought she was so poised and elegant, and I loved how she had control of the instrument,
Yeah.
And she was really young. I think she was like 14.
Yeah. I was reading that she was like 14. You were 4, so 10 years. Have you ever got in contact with her?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
But I did see that she was playing in Seattle the last time I was up there, so I guess she's still doing her thing.
Okay. Hey, that's great. Okay. Amazing. You know the way you use these instruments, especially like I was watching one of the videos. I mean, you use the sometimes the small piano, like are these the toy pianos or something? I don't know. They're very yeah. I mean, they're so creative. Can you tell the audience more about that? And when did you start doing it? I mean, it's just amazing, really.
Well, like I said, I'm really interested in sounds, and I think so often nowadays, like, oh, you can MIDI this and grab this sound off the computer, and you can mimic so many different sounds. But I love to actually get the sound. You know what I mean? I love to actually create it myself.
Yeah, create it.
So yeah, I started kind of collecting all these little instruments, and I don't know. I like how they look. I like how they sound. I like how they feel. So.
Wow. Again, this is really interesting stuff. If someone would ask you what was your biggest performing stage, what comes to your mind?
Well, the biggest place I've ever played was Millennium Park in Chicago.
Okay.
Which is pretty stunning. Like it's a Frank Gehry design, so the architecture is really amazing, and they have lots of kinds of concerts there, but it's ideal for classical music because it's all wood.
Oh, okay.
So beautiful.
Oh, that's perfect for you.
It sounds so good. And it's like outdoor amphitheater. When you play, the sound goes all through downtown Chicago.
Wow. Man, I wish I was there. I'm telling you, I really want to make it to the States one day, and I really would love to attend one of your concerts, really.
Yeah,
Man, I actually, no, never been there, You know, one of the things I really admired about you, because I kind of did a little bit of my homework here and there, is that a lot of record labels tried to approach you, but you decided to do it your own way. I mean, you learned how to produce and everything, all that in your own way. Tell me more about that, because that's really amazing. Yeah, like, you know, I think I read once that, you know, record labels wanted to turn you or develop you into something else, but you said no to that, and not a lot of people do that, you know?
Yeah.
Tell me more about that decision that you take, and whether, I don't think you regret it, but your thoughts about it.
No, I don't regret it. I do feel that it was the right choice to make, especially because major labels are like, they're struggling. I mean, they were starting to, that was like the beginning of the end when I was involved at that time. But now it's really just like, the whole music industry is having to be reinvented, and the majors are trying. They're definitely trying, but I don't know. I can't think of anything that's come out on a major label that I've been like blown away by recently. You know,
Wow.
I'm sure there's something, but
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so there's that. But on a more personal note, I was so young, and I knew that I had certain ideas about what I wanted to be doing, but I really did need to develop, and I feel like I wanted to develop on my own. And it probably took a lot longer than if I had been, you know, whipped up by some label or whatever. It took a long time, and it's still, you know what, honestly, I'm still developing, and I hope to continue throughout my whole life, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm telling you, you got the support from here. I mean, from a tiny place, I mean, okay, it's not tiny. Jeddah, Saudi Arabia is a big place, but I'm telling you, you're awesome. I think it's really amazing that you're staying humble throughout all that. I mean, I know you're pretty much big in U.S. and Canada. I mean, you got your own name, you know. Like whenever I YouTube something about you or you Google something about you, it is like Emily Wells, you know, is the greatest artist, and it's amazing, you know, really. I mean, that's amazing, and to be able to reach out to you and for you to reach back to me, I'm a nobody, you know. I'm just a regular guy just sitting here and trying to tell people that a lot of commercial music's being played, and there's a lot of artists out there that we have to listen to, and all of a sudden I get a reply from you, and now we're talking via Skype, and then like, that's amazing, and I want to thank you to that again. Thanks for that.
Well, you know, I think I mean, I personally want to go all over the world and share my work, and this is one way that I can do that, you know, without actually being there yet. So.
Yeah. Now, hopefully, you know, given. Yeah. Go
I
ahead.
went to Tel Aviv in May.
Sorry?
So that's the closest. I went to Tel Aviv in May. That's the closest.
Okay. Hey, you know, like in Saudi Arabia itself, it's kind of impossible for women to perform because of you know, this is a very closed mentality here. But countries like Lebanon and United Arab Emirates, they have a lot of these things going on, you know. And hopefully, when I make it big one day, you know, and of course, your music will reach certain people that I know in the United Arab Emirates and Lebanon, and I'm sure we can work something out. Would love to have you in the Middle East. People would go crazy. Would love to have you. The question is, would you come?
I need to do a Middle Eastern tour, right?
Would you come though?
Yeah, I'd absolutely come to the Middle Eastern tour.
Okay, that's amazing. So you heard it at Revolt Radio, ladies and gentlemen. Emily Wells, come on, guys out there.